National Team Huddle webinar. I'm James Leonhardt. I'm standing in for Stacy Wallace today, and we're going to be going over some great things with you tonight. Really, the theme of today is Seize the Day. I'm standing in for Stacy Wallace, like I said tonight. She is usually the person that runs these webinars, and actually she's in Las Vegas celebrating her birthday with her family, and she's on a plane on her way back tonight. And Stacy I've known since the beginning of Solvay, and she's an unbelievable dynamic leader, and it's a privilege for me to really be able to host the call tonight, host the webinar with everyone tonight. So my name is James Leonhardt. I'm a founding 12 member with Solvay. Right now we are ranked at a social networker 2, and really Solvay has been an incredible thing that's come into our lives over the last year. And it's amazing to think that almost a year ago, I heard about Solvay from somebody just mentioning that they were working on a new project, and that's why I was really introduced to the company. And what I want to go over before we have some special guests on our line tonight, what I want to go over is just give you a real brief overview of what Solvay is, because sometimes there's some new people on the call and on the webinar. I just want to give you a real brief overview of what Solvay is about, and who we are as a company and where we're going. So Solvay is a social commerce network, and that might be a new terminology for some people, but really what it does is we're a social commerce network that provides a unique income-generating opportunity for members through its nationwide mobile service. So you might ask, well, what does that really mean? Well, if you think about one of the two biggest industries that are out there right now, the first is the mobile industry or mobile service. The second industry we talk about is social media. So social commerce is really being able to utilize social media in order to generate commerce. Right now, when we're socializing and on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and all those different things that are out there, we're generating commerce for the companies that we're socializing on. We're not generating commerce for ourselves. Now, some of us might have online businesses and things like that we use social media to promote, but you're not really earning income through those social media platforms. Well, what Solvay has done is Solvay has created its own social media community inside of our network. And that social media community, I think I'm almost on that community more now than I am on Facebook, which is really interesting, where it's starting to take over my time on the community side of it, talking with members and really get to see what Solvay is all about inside that community. But it's really its own social media platform inside what we've built here. And on top of that, we have a mobile service provider. We're affiliated with a company called T-Mobile, and we offer unlimited voice, text, and data for $49 a month on a 4G nationwide network. So what we're doing at Solvay is we're combining those two into one company, and then we're going to, in the future, be combining a couple other things into our company. But right now, I'm really talking about the social media aspect and the mobile service aspect. And that's really how our members earn income. They earn income by sharing the mobile service through all their different networks, whether that's either face-to-face, social media, internet, whatever that avenue is, they get paid for sharing the $49 a month mobile service. And when you talk about comparisons to other companies out there, you can talk about AT&T and T-Mobile and Sprint and Boost and all these other companies out there. But really what it comes down to is none of those other companies are sharing their profits. And that's what Solvay is about. I look at Solvay more as a company, almost like a Costco, where you have a company that creates a membership, and soon will be worldwide, but creating a membership where the members have benefits for being members of that, whatever that club or that company is. And the first benefit we're offering to our members is mobile service at the $49 a month. Next services down the road could be coming very shortly. But the whole thing about what we're doing is it's all about sharing the membership of Solvay. So kind of looking at where Solvay's been and what we're going to, I want to take you through a couple of the other trends that have gone on inside this internet world. And we talk about Microsoft and Dell and eBay. I mean, if you thought before 1996 talking about selling things online from your closet, I mean, eBay is much more sophisticated than that today. But you would have thought that was a crazy concept, or Google, a multi-billion-dollar company where people search for things, or Facebook, a multi-billion-dollar company where people go to share things with. That's really what we're doing on Facebook. And now you have Solvay, and Solvay is a new concept, 2012. So people are asking, what's this all about? What's social commerce? And if we talk about 10 years from now, when you look back and you look at Solvay, you go, wow, how could a phone do so much? How could it combine so many different things into one company? And that's really what Solvay is doing. We're revolutionizing how people look at the mobile industry and also the social commerce industry. The future of Solvay is pretty incredible with what we're able to do. And one of the reasons that Solvay is offering their mobile service as the first product offering, it makes a lot of sense for a lot of different reasons. The industry is ready for it. There's a lot of companies out there that offer a all-you-can-eat data, talk, and text, but none so well where they actually give their members part of their profits. But one of the reasons Solvay has created the mobile phone, or why they're using the mobile phone as their first product offering, is really because it combines the whole network together. And what I mean by that is, I don't know about you, but I'm usually blind to emails right now. I mean, I probably get 300 to 400 emails a day, and probably about 200 plus of that is junk. Emails I don't really pay attention to. I don't really pay attention to billboards. TV, I DVR all my TV, so I don't really watch the commercials. I fast forward through everything. So in order for a company to really touch me and say, hey, we want you to do business with us, really the only way that I do switch to companies or I choose companies is through referrals. I go and look online. I use Yelp a lot to find places I want to go eat. I go on my phone. I go, who gave a star rating at a local restaurant? And so when you look at the future of where Solvay is going to go, we talk about insurance, financial services, goods and services like going and shopping at your local grocery store or going and filling up your tank of gas, energy, all those things we use on a daily basis. We're all kind of using the same thing. And the only way that we'll switch is if someone refers us. Well, what Solvay is going to do, or what we are doing, is we're going to create partnerships with companies that want to be able to reach the Solvay members. And just imagine our company being 10 million, 15 million, 20 million members strong on an international basis, where a company can come in, and if the members want that company to become an affiliate with Solvay and they want to use that product, that company is going to have to reward members for using that. So, for example, maybe you roll up to the gas station a year from now, and Solvay has a partnership with a major gas company. You roll up to get gas for your car, and you fill up your tank, and you get an alert on your phone and say, hey, the gas is on us. You receive the gas reward of the day or something like that. That's the future of Solvay, because everyone's going to be connected by hardware, by that mobile phone that you hold in your hand. So if somebody wants to learn more about Solvay and really get started and kind of dive more deep into what Solvay is about, the compensation plan, how our company is structured, the first thing you want to do is you want to check your coverage. And you can go to solvay.com, or you can go to the person that you referred to this webinar. They'll have their own personal website that they can send you to. You want to check your coverage. You want to choose your device. You can either bring your own phone, or we also have a device that you can purchase as well. Then the last but not least is join the community. So real easy to get started here at Solvay. And so I just want to give you a brief overview of what our company is about, the future of where we're going, and really how somebody kind of gets engaged and gets started with Solvay. So what I wanted to move into real quick, because I wanted to be able to get our guest speakers on the line here, because I know they have other meetings to get to. But what I want to do is I want to go over a couple quick things that everyone should know of what's going on in Solvay right now. Right now, we have Tis the Season for free going on until December 31st, where anyone that enrolls by the end of this month gets their first month for free. And they also get a free SIM card if they bring their own phone. We also have gear for the new year, where our members can win promotional gear from Solvay. We also have member testimonials. So if you want to tell people about your Solvay experience and really share that with the world, we have a new section where you can put that on your member testimonials. We also have the ZTE, which is on sale now for $60 instead of $99. We have a Team Huddle webinar tomorrow. So this same webinar basically in Spanish tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific or 9 p.m. Eastern. But really what I wanted to get into, I just wanted to kind of zip through what's hot in the company right now to get to some really cool things that are going on in my.solvay.com. We have some special guests with us here on the line tonight. And really what is going on with Solvay is that there's so many enhancements going on a daily and sometimes an even hourly basis that you really want to stay in touch with what's going on. But we wanted to get these speakers on the line. I've known Maria Pinchevsky since really I started in Solvay. She was my first exposure to what customer support would be. And Maria came to us from T-Mobile, and she's been on our webinars on a weekly basis almost, and an incredible resource for our company. And also Rudy, who I believe came from T-Mobile as well, but an extensive background in the mobile industry, and they just wanted to come on and share a couple of the enhancements that is going on inside of Solvay now. So Maria and Rudy, are you here with us?
Yes, we are. How are you?
Great. Well, I have your slide up here for you, so if you want to get started, I think one of the first things that we wanted to touch on was the glorious day of Payday coming up on Wednesday, December 11th. And I know you just want to touch on that a little bit. I think Rudy wanted to say a few words as well.
Yes, James, I do, and hello, everyone. And I just wanted to call out that Luke Perry's photo is not me, but hey, I really appreciate a good-looking picture of me out there.
It does look a lot like him, though. We love that.
So, yeah.
Going back to it.
Yeah, that's it right there. Look at that. Even that pose, that's amazing. So, hey, yeah, Payday, Wednesday. We're super, super excited. As of Wednesday, members will have earned over $2 million. I repeat, $2 million. That's huge. We're so, so excited. So on Wednesday, people can go and check to see what they've earned, check their pay cards. It'll be directly debit or posited on their account. And then the second topic for us is compensation statements. So for everyone that doesn't know today, to get your compensation statement, you actually go to solvay.com, you log in, and you look under the account tab, and under there, you'll select the month and pay period for the second pay cycle of November, and your earnings statement will pull up. On that earnings statement, you can see all of the information about what you are getting paid. It's a great way to figure out where you're at and what is detailed in your pay. So that's a great way to look and figure out what's happening on the next payday.
Yeah, and if I could just add on a couple things. So it is really important now that so many members are actually getting money on their pay cards. One of the elements that we want to make sure is happening is that you pay for your mobile service. So it's really important to be in good standing and not to be in suspend mode. So if you are getting paid on your Solvay pay card, please go into My Solvay and put your pay card as the auto pay. So that way you never have to think about your mobile service or your bill coming up on a monthly basis. So use your pay card to pay your bill. That's one of the first things that, Ryan always says on his video is if you can get your cell phone for free, that's the first course, and then you need to continue to work to get additional income so that you can pay for your gas and groceries and make solo your way of life. So just use that pay card, and please make sure that you're paying your mobile service bill on a monthly basis so that you can get your compensation.
That's great.
So hey, Maria, I just want to touch on that real quick too, if I have you for a second. What would happen if someone does not pay their bill? What's the consequence of that?
Yeah, so if you so usually 5 days before your bill is due, you'll start getting an email from us, and you'll start getting some text messages, and probably every day within those 5 days that your bill is due, if you haven't paid, you'll get a notification from us. Once your bill due date comes, then your phone will be suspended, and if you restore within 5 days, then there's a $5 late fee, and your service will continue. Your new due date will be that day that you pay. Your service will hold on and wait for you for 30 days. And if there's a compensation, a payday during that time frame, then your pay will be put on hold. It stays there waiting for you, and it's waiting basically for your account to go active so that during the next pay cycle, it'll actually go onto your pay card. After 30 days, your account cancels. It's automatic in the system. There's nothing that member support or any of us can do. It really is something that's systematic. So you want to make sure that you're to keep your network and to just ensure that you're maintaining everything status quo, that you pay in a consistent basis so that you don't have to worry about it.
Great. Thank you so much, Maria.
You're welcome. Just on the statements, I also wanted to bring up a couple of things. So with $2 million now being paid out, we have so many folks that are getting paid that the compensation statement run is taking a little bit longer than expected this week. So we will pay on Wednesday on the 12th. However, your statement may be a little bit delayed. So please stay tuned to my Solivay login, and we'll send an update as well when the statement is live. And usually the way that we send those statements, the message is through my Solivay. So you'll get a message within the internal messaging system in my Solivay. So if there's anyone out there that has not logged into my Solivay and looked at their account with the ability to pay or their earnings tab, I encourage you to get familiar with it, because that is really where you'll understand everything that's going on with your system. And then we're making additional updates to it in the next week or so, and we'll be providing you additional guidance towards the beginning of next week on what those enhancements are going to be. I think you're going to love it, and it's always, there to continue to provide you additional information and a better resource for you to be able to manage your network.
Yeah, I think you mentioned something too, Maria, where you talk about notifications through the community. One of the things too everyone should be aware of is that you need to turn on your notifications. So if you're a new member or you've been in the system for a while too, you want to make sure that the notifications for all of the things that come from Solivay are activated. So you can do that through your settings and your notifications tab, where you can add text messaging, email, and make sure that those are all turned on, so you get all those notifications, either if it's surrounding pay or surrounding anything that's going on inside the community. Make sure those are all turned on. I know one of the next things we wanted to go over, which one of the things I was most excited about over last week, was the rank advancement tab upgrade that we had. And I think you guys wanted to touch a little bit on that and what that means. I have some visuals that I'm going to be showing after we finish up here with you guys, but really kind of go over that rank advancement tab and let us know what that's for and what we can expect in the future enhancements with that as well.
That's right, James. Yeah, it's a super exciting update. It's a new feature in my Solivay. So again, make sure to log into solivay.com, and then you'll see on the dashboard that you'll see the rank advancement tab. You'll click on that, and it will take you directly to the page. In that page, you'll be able to see how your network lays out. You'll be able to see in terms of where you can focus on your network to improve, how you move to the next rank, and drill down to each individual how the 40% rule applies to each and every one of them. So it's a great way to build your network, to know where you need to put your focus in, and we'll continuously update that page so that you know long-term where to move to. The other key piece to that is we actually releasing a video tomorrow morning that actually explains how to use it, which is really, really exciting. So we're very, 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 very thrilled to have that available for members so that they can automatically watch the video and just know how to use it. And then the fourth and very exciting update is that we will be releasing a compensation tutorial by the end of the week. This tutorial will take you all the way through compensation from an overview perspective, but it'll also take you through a detailed view on how to use my Solivay from an earnings perspective. That'll be the statements, that'll be the rank tab, just across the board. So we're thrilled to have that for everyone, and so look for updates on that by the end of the week.
I do want to give a special call out to the members that joined our focus groups during the last few days. We so appreciate you taking the time out of your schedules and just joining us to provide your candid feedback and guidance so that we can continue to improve. So just a huge call out to those 50 folks that took time to provide us additional feedback. Thank you.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Maria and Rudy. One thing, Rudy, I wanted to kind of went over real quick was the rank advancement tab. You said there's going to be a tutorial or a video explaining how to use that inside the rank advancement tab. Is that what you said?
That is our target. For sure, it will be in the support site, so it'll be located in the news section. Once you go into support.com or support.solivay.com or log into solivay.com and go to the support tab, you'll see it underneath the news section, and it's listed in links below, and it'll be called the rank advancement video.
And so will it be a video, or will it be a tutorial like the overview tutorial that we have right now?
Yeah, so there'll be two pieces. There'll be a video that supports specifically that new addition to My Solvay, and then there'll be a compensation tutorial that literally takes you from start to finish, before you become a member, all the way to becoming a member, and then once you actually earn and how to use My Solvay. And that'll be a different look and feel because it's a much longer tutorial. The video is just specifically for the rank advancement.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Well, anything else that you guys wanted to cover going into Payday and coming into this weekend? It's a very exciting time where Solvay is paying over $2 million, and we've not been in business for 90 days now. So it's an incredible story that we're adding to this. So anything else that you guys want to add rolling into this week and what we should be paying attention to? And again, thank you so much for being on the call.
No, just a huge thank you to everyone that's continuing to add. I know that you went through the promotions before, and the tis the season for new gear. Just provides an overview of the top 50 members as well that are doing a great, phenomenal job on a weekly basis. So thank you to everyone for supporting Solvay and for continuing to pay forward, if you will, the vision and what we want to have happen holistically as a company. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for being on the call, guys. So what I wanted to do now is I kind of wanted to go over a few things on a visual basis so we can kind of look at what they just went over. There's some new things that were released as well inside of this. There's a new new community overview tutorial that you can go download, and it goes through everything that Maria and Rudy just went over. So from going to accessing your earning statements, you go to account, your service and billing, your earnings. You can go look at your pay card through there. So a lot of different things that you can go see what's going on inside your network. And those earning statements too, there's a training webinar that was done a while back called Show Me the Money that really kind of goes through that earning statement and takes a look at how to break it down, how to understand when trios are seasoned, when they're eligible to earn income from, how bonuses are earned, the dates and things. So I'm really excited about that compensation tutorial that Rudy talked about, because in there also there's going to be a timeline of what somebody needs to do in order to get paid on the 12th and the 24th. A lot of great new enhancements that are going to be happening up into Christmas. And if you think about where we're going to be 3 weeks from now into 2013, our company is working around the clock during the holiday season when most companies kind of lock up shop for 60 days or so until the new year comes. We're really making it so this company is going to be an incredibly enhanced and upgraded company even by 2013, because there's some incredible things that are coming on the first quarter. But also here you'll kind of see the ranks tab. We went over this on our training webinar last week with our team and really kind of dived into a little bit, because it allows you to really understand where your network is at. And this is really for people that have been in Solvay for a week or two and have brought and referred other people into the network, because it really allows you to take a look at how to advance in the levels of Solvay. It allows you to see your progress. Like Rudy said, if you see down the bottom of the page, it'll actually show you how many of your personal connections are there, how many of their trios are eligible for you to advance and rank. So a lot of great things that you can do here. And this is just the first template. If you think back, if anyone on this webinar was here with us when we launched the company back on the 21st and before that, think about the first Solvay.com. Think about the first look at the community you had. This is the first look at the rank tab that's being utilized and really tested by everyone that's inside the company. And so incredible enhancements that we have planned for this as well, but really kind of lets you take a real close look at what your network is doing on a larger scale and on a micro scale. So you can kind of take a look at it in your back office. And that's right where you go into and look at My Network, where you see your personal network, your extended network. That rank tab will be right there. So a lot of exciting new upgrades to the community. Also, I wanted to go over a few things that are available to you, so everyone kind of knows the things that if you haven't gone through these things, you really want to take some time to go through it. There's a bunch of different tutorials, and like Rudy said, we have a compensation tutorial, and they're not very long. Some of them are click-through, some of them are videos, but there are 3 click-through tutorials where you can go access these through support.solvay.com. You can always log in through my.solvay and then go to the support tab. But the first one is a Solvay overview tutorial that we have. And that Solvay overview tutorial goes through enrollment, compensation, mobile service. It gives somebody the whole scope of what Solvay really is about. And it goes through the whole process and allows somebody to go through at their own pace. There's videos they can watch along the way. So that's a great thing for a new member to check out. If somebody wants to learn about the iPhone on Solvay, there's a whole tutorial that was just launched about a week ago that goes over the compatibility of the iPhone, the different types of iPhones, different SIM cards that we offer, the compatibility of that, and also the settings. So when somebody wants to actually set up their iPhone on Solvay, this brings them through a tutorial with settings to do that. And last but not least, the SIM pack overview. We released SIM packs about 2 weeks ago, and I think we're over about 60,000 SIM cards to the SIM pack program that have been sent to the field. The SIM pack overview goes through purchasing of a SIM card and also how to enroll somebody with a SIM card, which, just on a side note too, there's a lot of enhancements coming out about that SIM pack enrollment. So when somebody goes through the enrollment process right now and they enroll with a SIM card on the spot, that's what the SIM pack allows someone to do. So I can literally enroll somebody in about 5 minutes, I think is the fastest I've done it so far. You can enroll somebody in 5 minutes to have new mobile service with a SIM card in hand, which is just an incredible thing. If you think about it, think about going down to Verizon or AT&T, taking an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours of your time to get a new cell phone. With Solvay, you can get something new in less than 5 minutes with a SIM card on demand. So there's a couple of tutorials you have. I also want to point out this tool that a lot of people are not sure that they know about it, but this is in the support site, and I think it's an incredible tool. You go to the Equipment Phone Support Center, and this is located in the support side of the community. And in this, it shows so many different types of phones, and they're constantly adding to this on a weekly basis. And if you look at it, this is when if you click on the iPhone, it brings you through the iPhone setup and tutorials and everything you would need to do on a visual basis and on a printed basis to really know how to set up a new phone. Because we really have to face it, because one of the things is that we're all brand new, a lot of us. I mean, I would say at least 80% of the people that are in Solvay are new to the mobile industry, especially activating your own phone, changing the APN settings inside your phone. And so Solvay has created these type of tools for you and me to really be able to sit down and do it in a very easy way. And when somebody has a question, they go, how do I do this? Where do I go for that? It's always really important to know where you can send someone to so they learn how to teach their members where to get the answers from. And you can get a lot of answers through member support and things like that, but knowing where to send someone to get the answers is extremely important. Another thing that came out this past week was Solvay Scoop, and just some incredible things that were in there. This is one of the things that you always want to be looking for in your mailbox. It usually comes out in the beginning of the week, and you can go look at this. It has a ton of benefits information. The testimonial site we just launched, where someone can leave their testimonial of their Solvay experience. There's a CEO update that Ryan Wirch, our CEO, does every week that really kind of goes through recognition for some of the top performers in the company, goes through the news that's going to be coming out this week, and that's a great video to watch. There's also important news that comes out all the time. It's in here, like the 2 promotions where the $60 EPE came out, and also the Get New Gear for the New Year program came out. So some great things that you really want to be able to tap into and really have a handle on, so when somebody does ask questions, you really know where to point them to. One of the things that we always like to touch on this webinar is the Member Action Plan. Member Action Plan is going to be getting an incredible enhancement over the next week or two with some new videos and tutorials and some just enhancements because we knew there was a lot of things coming out for the community, and we wanted to be able to incorporate that into the Member Action Plan so someone could really get this action plan and start from day one, and they enroll and really take them through step-by-step, going through the community, signing up for their pay card, going through and looking at their network, and really giving someone a real nice little manual that they can start with from the very beginning. And maybe in the future, this might even be shipped to them. So a lot of things that are in the works right now. So you always want to plug into the Member Action Plan, which you can download the updated file at. So whenever there's an update to it, it's at empoweredliving.biz. That's a great website to go for any of the weekly webinars that or calls that are done through Solvay. So a lot of great resources on that page. And this video and all the videos from every week of the Monday Huddle webinars, and also the Thursday trainings are always posted up on that website. So last but not least, we always like to do the F5 stretch. Stacy always talks to me about this when we talk on our calls. She goes, "Are you F5 in it this week?" So one of the things I want to go over real quick is what that is, and it's really maximize, and that should be the December incentive. We're past November already, but maximize the December incentive. And what does that mean? Right now, to maximize that is when you go out and you're talking with somebody and you ask them how much they're paying for their cell phone bill, and they say $100 a month. And you say, "Hey, well, how would you like to pay less?" And they go, "I'd love to." Well, great. I'm with a company that has an incredible incentive for the month of December where they're actually giving free service away, and you can sign up for as little as $49. And to really open that conversation with as many people as you possibly can, because this is going to end at the end of December. I know we've extended it through the few months, and it's really been at the company's investment in the membership base, but that's going to end on December 31st. You really want to take advantage of what's going on with this incentive. The first thing you should always be asking, I ask myself, because I actually did get my trio last week. I was so excited. I got a trio. I'm trying to do one every week. It's getting your trio every week and getting it out of the way. I try to get it done by Wednesday if I can. I only have one in this week so far, so I need two more real quickly. So getting your trio in for the week, because that really sets the precedent of the activity that's going on inside your network. Because whenever you're looking at what you're doing, if your entire network did exactly what you did today, would your network grow on a daily basis? And if your answer is yes, you know what, I made phone calls, I sent out emails, I used the outreach manager, I contacted my team, I did all those different things that you always want to do to maximize your business, then you're up to a great start. If you didn't spend any time except this on Solvay today, this right now, this webinar is not considered activity. This is considered education on the company. Activity is contacting someone, sharing Solvay, really getting out and spreading the message of what Solvay is about. And getting that trio a week is really a great incentive and a great goal for everyone to really have on their minds on a weekly basis. And one of the last things is bump your FAB, or the fast action bonus. If there's any new members on the call tonight or on the webinar, the fast action bonus is what people get when they enroll their first 12 members within their first 60 days. You can earn up to $650. So if somebody goes, I have two of my FAB in, so I have 6 members in, what bump my FAB means, go get 3 more, because if you notice how the fast action bonus is structured, the largest payout is at the end. And there's going to be some unbelievable things starting to roll out with if you got your 12 again, and a lot of new enhancements that we're going to be coming out with. But you always want to be thinking, I got to get my next fast action bonus and bump that FAB to the next level. And invest 10 minutes a day in personal growth and development. I think that's probably on a minimal. I think you should invest probably a half hour or more, but starting at 10 minutes a day. When we talk about personal growth and development, why do we do that? And really, it's just to be able to get better as people as a whole. But at the same time, it's really to achieve the skills and the tools that we need in order to grow a network that we want to grow. So if somebody goes, you know what, I want to be at a place where I have 5,000 members or 10,000 members or 20,000 members, I want to be in that leadership position, you're going to attract what you project. And if you project really the world as a negative place, well, that negative stuff's going to come right back. If you project it as a positive place where growth and development happens, and that's exactly what's going to come back with you. So I want to really encourage everyone to get on these webinars, to get on these calls on a weekly basis. We always have unbelievable guest speakers from corporate, leaders from the field that are constantly on. But every Monday is this Team Huddle webinar. Every Tuesday is a Team Huddle in Espanol. Every Wednesday is an FAQ call, which is a great call. I don't think a lot of people know about this call, but this FAQ call is where all the questions that are coming in from the past week kind of get compiled, and the top 10 or so are printed out, and we get official answers from our team at the corporate level. And sometimes we have Maria Pinchevsky comes on, and she answers all the questions. So that's a great call to tap into. And then Thursday is a national training webinar, which I think is probably one of the most important webinars outside of this one to get on, is because that goes over specific how-tos about the company, what we're working on, what's the hottest training topic of that week. And you really want to tap into those, because if you want to have success at Solvay, it really comes down to getting around the people that are having that success. And that's what these webinars and calls allow you to do. It allows you to get around those people and hear from the people that are actually having success with Solvay. So thank you guys so much for being on the webinar tonight. I encourage you to, again, plug into all the calls throughout the week. Want to do a big shout out to Miss Stacy Wallace, who I think is probably on her way to landing from Las Vegas, her beautiful weekend with her husband and her family, celebrating her birthday. Thank you so much for being on the webinar tonight, guys. Have a wonderful time, and we'll see you next week.